Hey, what's up guys, Marco here, welcome back to another lesson. In the example I'm playing right now, I'm using a beautiful minor 4th chord. And so in this lesson I want to show you how we can borrow a chord from a completely different key to make our chord progressions more beautiful and colorful. Now the example is in D major, and I'm combining two chords, a D major chord and a G minor chord. Now if you know a little bit about music theory, you know that in the key of a D major, the G is supposed to be a major chord and not a minor chord. So we're borrowing this chord, this G minor chord, from a different key. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and get the tab if you need it. Check my Patreon page and support this channel. Now we're gonna have a close-up and we're gonna get started. Enjoy this lesson and learn how to use the minor 4th in a major chord progression. Now guys, the two chords that I'm playing at the beginning of the video are D major and G minor. Beautiful chord progression. Now if you know a little bit about music theory, you probably know that, in D major, the G is supposed to be a major chord, but we're playing a G minor. So we're borrowing this chord, the minor 4th, from a different key, and we borrow it from the D minor key. So the 4th degree of the D minor is actually a G minor chord. So we borrow this chord from the D minor key, and rather than play a major chord, we're playing a minor chord. So the chord progression sounds like this. Now this chord sounds beautiful, but it doesn't really look like a G minor chord. Now the notes for the G minor chord are G, B flat, and D. Root note, minor 3rd, and 5th. But I'm playing this one. So I'm playing the D string open, the G string fret number 3, which is the minor 3rd, B flat, the B string fret number 3, which is the note D, the root note, and the top B string open, which is the major 6. So this chord is a G minor 6 over D. Beautiful sounding chord. So you want to play the D major, then the top E string open, and the B string, and then you change chord. And you play this beautiful G minor chord. You do it again. And then I'm playing again the G major. This time it's slightly different. I'm playing the G string open and the B and the E string fret number 3, which is just root note, the 5th and root note. And then on the E string I'm playing a short melody, fret number 5, 6, and that's it. Do it again. And then the second time I'm gonna play the melody slightly different. I'll just play a few more notes. 5, 6, 5, 3. And then I'm gonna change chord progression. So I'm playing a D major chord, and I'm plucking the 4th, 3rd, the 1st string, and then the 1st string open. Then I change chord and I'm playing a D major over C sharp, which is played just like a D sus2, but you want to play the A string fret number 4, the G string, the E string, and the B string. Then we have a B minor 7. So we're playing the A string fret number 2, the G string fret number 2, the B string fret number 3, and we slide back to the fret number 2, and we play an A major. So I'm playing the A string open, the G string fret 2, the B string fret number 2, and the B string open. And we finish with a beautiful G add 9 chord, which is the low E string fret number 3, D string open, the G string fret 2, and the B string open. You let it in gal. So we have now a G minor chord. That's a beautiful shape. Low E string fret number 3, the G string and the B string fret number 3, and the E string open. The same G minor 6, this time with the low E string on the 3rd fret, so we're playing the root note of the chord. And you want to pluck 6, 3 and 2, and then 1 and 2. And that's it. So this is the very first part. You can repeat then back to the D major and back to the G over D. Now we can also experiment with the minor 4th chord with the strumming. So we are going to change the chord progression and go from B minor and G minor and D major over F sharp and G minor again. So after you play the phrase, you want to play a B minor chord. It's a very basic chord. It's 2, 4, 4, 3, and 2. It's a bar chord. And I'm really just playing downstrokes here. It's not about the strumming, it's about the chords. So it's like down, bass, down, G minor chord. It's a full bar chord. It's kind of an annoying chord here, but it sounds beautiful. So it's just 3, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3. Down, bass, down, and a D major chord. You have two options here. You can either play a D major or a D over F sharp, so you can play the F sharp on the low E string fret number 2 with the thumb. And back to the G. This time we're playing a G minor 6. So I'm strumming the low E string fret 3, the D string. The A string is muted, the D string open, the G and the B string fret 3, and the top E string open. Back to the D major, and the G, D, and G6. So as you can see, even with the strumming, we can actually completely change the chord progression and give a completely different color to the chords. The B minor going to the G major is one thing, but the B minor going to the G minor is really mysterious. And then back to the D major and the G minor 6, back to the D major and G. You let it ring out 3 and you go back 2. Now I'm kind of playing something different here. A B flat major chord, which can be played like this. The A string fret number 1, the D string fret number 3, the G string fret number 2, and the B string fret number 3, and the top E string open. A beautiful B flat major 7 chord with a sharp 11. Beautiful chord. So guys, I just want to explain quickly why I think the G minor is a borrowed chord from the D minor key. It's because when I play the G minor, I can play the D minor scale over this chord and it sounds beautiful. So I will have the D major scale over the D major chord, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, and the the D minor scale over the G minor chord, which is this one. So obviously I'm playing the bass note G here on the fret number 5, and I have the fret number 3, 5, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6. If you use the G string as the bass note, you can have D major scale and the D minor scale. So really good luck with that. You can experiment with 2 different scales.